Sell America trade is brewing from President Trump's trade war as the impact ripples throughout the markets. One sector it could hit especially hard is defense. For more, we're bringing in Yahoo Finance's senior columnist Rick Newman and Patrick Murphy, former congressman and host of Yahoo Finance's Warrior Money podcast. Rick, I'll start with you.
So this is not something that's really showing up in the markets yet, but there is definitely some thinking about the likelihood that a lot of foreign countries that have been buying principally U.S. defense equipment, that they're not going to do this anymore, especially if this trade war really solidifies into something that looks like it's going to last for a while. So one of the things you're seeing is in Europe, there's obviously a huge split with regard to who's going to help Ukraine get through the next couple of years. It's not going to be the Trump administration. It's going to be Europe. They're talking about a lot more spending on defense there. And if that happens, for sure, that is going to happen on European-made stuff rather than American-made stuff. You're seeing possibly South Korean defense companies selling more to the world. And this could end up as part of the sort of the trade negotiations. Trump might say, is part of a deal, we want you to buy more U.S. defense goods. But these countries might say, well, this tariff war is hurting our own domestic economy. And one of the ways we want to help domestic economy is to get back into supporting our own homegrown defense industry. So this is not yet really hitting U.S. defense names or stocks. That index is down. It's down this year but by less than the S&P 500. But this is definitely something to watch for.
Patrick, let's bring you in here as well, my friend, because you're not just a former congressman, you're a veteran. What do you make of what Rick's laying out here?
Yeah, I think Rick is right. I mean, I think what you're seeing is the Trump administration has been very clear. They're going to have the first ever $1 trillion defense bill, right? So that's coming down the pike. But what you're seeing is with the Trump tariffs, especially as they walked it back a little bit, just kept it with China, what you're going to see is a recalibration. You're going to see the fact that the EU, they promised to spend 2% of the GDP. They've always been under that. It's been about 1.9%. America, by the way, we invest about 3.5% of our GDP on defense. But you're going to see recalibration. You're going to see the EU and those countries invest more of their GDP, go over that 2%. It's going to help their own defense companies like BAE, but you're also going to see it help American-made companies like Lockheed Martin and others.
Hey, Patrick, so that $1 trillion, there might be a $1 trillion defense budget, but a lot of that spending is up in the air as they are, I mean, they're obviously competing tensions to find what they can cut to pay for the tax cuts and stuff like that. You think the $1 trillion defense budget is actually going to make it to the finish line?
Well, it's already been, over 850 billion. I think it's going to at least tick up to over 900 billion. So 100 billion there, 100 billion there, here, we'll see. But there's no doubt that I don't think they're going to cut it. I think they're going to try to at least maintain it. And maybe it was just, a line in the sand of, okay, $1 trillion. But yeah, the defense secretary, who's very close, as you know, with President Trump, he wouldn't be out there talking about it if President Trump didn't say, go put that marker down. So, but I want to be very clear. There is no doubt that we need our allies in Europe and the EU and NATO to invest more, and not to isolate them, but to strengthen them so they can be true partners in national security of their countries and our countries. We need them together. We have a synergy. Together, we are basically the Avengers for democracy across this world.